Hey, what is up, fellow raiders? This is Vulcan Dan, and today we're going to talk about Ninja, the new free legendary that everyone gets as a 7-day login reward if you log in between now and October. And we're going to compare his usefulness in this free-to-play account that I have here, which I have been using for a little over 2 weeks now, versus my main account, which I have been using for almost 2 years. Both accounts are free to play. All right, so in this account, I have him in Relentless Gear. I picked these up from the tournaments that I've won. I got some. I was fortunate to get some 6-star pieces right here. And for the stats, I mainly looked for speed, accuracy, crit, yeah. And for the gauntlets, I got him some crit rate gauntlets. I got some attack percentage chest plate and speed boots. And for the ring, I was fortunate to get this ring from the clan versus clan tournament. All right, so this is the gear that I have. Of course, 2 weeks in, we don't have the best stats. As you can see here, he just has a 65% crit, 80% crit damage. The accuracy is also very low at 54, but that's the best I could do with the gear that I have. The speed I'm okay with at 177. That's pretty okay for a for just gear that I just put together. All right, yeah. So that's the gear that I have on him, and let's test him out in the dungeon that I think is best for him, which I think is the Dragon's Lair. I've tried him in the other dungeons, but I think this is his best one. Let's do stage 13. That's the best one I could do right now. All right. So I've tried him in the spider, and the HP burn. At first glance, it seems great for the spider, but remember that it's 3 hits at random. So most of the time, it would go to the spiderlings, but if it hits the spider boss, then that would be excellent. But that doesn't happen a lot of the time. As you can see here, he has done his AOE freeze on that mob, and that is his best use for mobs, but he's really just for the boss. His A2, which is 3 times at random with an HP burn and a perfect veil, not really good for mobs. And his A1, which is a decreased defense, it's okay, but yeah, he really excels in boss fights like this one, especially if it drags on for a long time. Speaking of boss fights that would take a long time, the ice golem, I've tried him there too, but one thing to remember is that if the fight goes on for too long, his passive will really, or it might get you in trouble, because if you do too much damage to the ice golem and and his 2 minions are still up, you can potentially have a wipe and you will lose that match. So yeah, be careful about using him in the ice golem, because he might do too much damage in just a short amount of time. And in the what's the other dungeon that we have? Let's see. All right, well, yeah, he defeated the dragon. We have 1 minute 39 seconds. He did half of what Kale did. So yeah, so Kale did 391. He did 165, and he's not even 6-star. My Kale is, of course, 6-star, fully ascended. He has just 1 ascension, and he's still a 5-star. So yeah, but that's in this new free-to-play account. So he does okay. Yeah, so he's not bad. All right. And in the Fire Knight, of course, we have that 2 times event there, but he's terrible in the Fire Knight because he doesn't have a multi-hit A1. If his A2 hits, when the shield is up, that's good, but then you don't get the benefit of having that strong HP burn on the boss when the shield is up. So his best dungeon is really the Dragon's Lair. So yeah, so he does okay there, but I think he excels the best in the clan boss, so we can use him here. I'm doing hard right now. I haven't tried him out yet. We can probably replace War Maiden, I think. Yeah, because Great Chill does have that decreased defense on him. So yeah, we can probably put Ninja in that. And yeah, let's see how he does. This should be his best spot. But it's unfortunate that his A1 has that 15% increased turn meter, because that would make him very difficult to speed tune. So yeah, so this is his best spot, and if you're a new player, you would definitely want him in your clan boss team, especially if you have maxed out his masteries and you get the tier 6 war master. So that would be excellent for him. He's potentially going to be your best damage dealer in clan boss. So yeah, I think this would be his best area in the game. I would think that it would be very difficult to speed tune him, for the end game players. Right. So yeah, as the fight goes on, he will potentially do more and more damage, assuming he stays alive long enough, because he has very low defense, low HP. I did not put him in lifesteal gear, although I think that perfect veil helps him out a little bit, you know. So yeah, he did 10,000 there on that science slash. His HP burns should do the most. All right, so yeah, so that decrease defense A1 also is pretty good. HP burns there, so yeah. He would be excellent for the clan boss if he did not have that increased turn meter in his A1. I would probably try to speed tune him in my other account, but because he has that A1, I would still prefer some other hard hitter champion other than him. All right. We're doing 4 million now, which is actually that's the most I've done in a clan boss. So this is going pretty well. Oh yeah, and of course he's the first one to fall. He has very low defense. Grave Chill Killer is in lifesteal gear, so she's lasting longer. The other two champions there, other than Kale, are defense based. All right. So we're at 5 million now. All right, so that's the best one that I have. I've done, I think, 3.9 before. All right, so I think he's going to be a staple in my clan boss team from now on. We're probably going to do around the 6 million. If we do 6 million, that would mean we can 2-key. Yeah, so I think we can 2-key hard clan boss from now on. Great. All right, yeah, 5.88. He did 1.9. Kale did there you go, 2.8. And this is not even with War Master. So yeah, so if I get him to full masteries, he would do much better. All right, so that's my showcase for Ninja in my 2-week free-to-play account with really crappy gear. But yeah, let's take a look at him in my other account. Alright, now we are on my main account, and this is my ninja right here. 6-star, fully ascended, level 51. I did not get him to level 60 because, of course, even though this is an endgame account, we are still free to play, and I do not want to needlessly waste resources on him. And for those free to play players out there, this is a hopefully this is a good way for you to see if Ninja is good for you or not before you spend or before you use some resources on him, whether it be gems or brews. Yeah, I got some decent gear on him, some cruel set and perception set. Got him on crit damage gauntlets, attack percentage chest, speed boots. Got him an accuracy banner, crit damage amulet, and an attack ring. And of course his total stats are right here. And of course, because we are free to play, sometimes it is quite difficult to get that 100% crit rate. Sometimes I am missing 1 or 2%, but that's the reality of being free to play. His accuracy actually got a little bit too high. Ideally, that would be around 200, 250, maybe 300, but yeah, 370 is definitely too much. 188 speed is also a bit slow, but again, that's the reality of being a free-to-play player. I don't have godly gear. I have just okay, just decent gear. And another thing that all free-to-play players know is that we don't have books. Yeah, so this ninja right here is not booked at all. We want to really pick and choose which legendaries are worth booking, and I don't want to needlessly waste books on Ninja if he's not worth it. So as you can see here, he's not yet booked. And for the masteries, I just got him the basic ones, of course, to get that crit rate, crit damage, and yeah. Alright, we're now at the dragon. We're going to do stage 24. We're doing stage 24 because of the affinity matchup. This is spirit and 25 is force. Of course, that would not be good for him. So we're going to do stage 24 and we'll see how it goes. Alright, now he's not the best wave clearer. He does his A2 first, which is the random 3-hitter HP burn, which is terrible for waves. His A3 would be decent. There you go. So he froze 3 of them. So his A3 of course is not yet booked, so it's only at 75% chance to freeze. And yeah, this will take a while. As you can see here, I don't have a good wave clear in my team because I don't have a seer. I've been playing for almost 2 years now and I still don't have a seer. Every time there's a 2 times void event, I just pray and hope that I finally get that seer so that my dungeon runs do not take 4 minutes, 5 minutes to finish. But yeah, that is the reality of a free-to-play player. I don't want to spend on shards, just hoping that I pull the right champions. Alright, so here we are, and finish with the first wave. And for the second wave, yeah, so we finished the first wave in 1 minute, so probably this second wave will take the same amount of time. Alright, but yeah, if you have champions like this, it would really take a while for you to clear those waves. His kit, unfortunately, even his A3, which is an AoE skill, does not really hit hard in waves. So his specialty is really on boss fights. Alright. So I think my best wave clearers here are just Draco and Tomb Lord, and even then they're not really excellent. You know, Tomb Lord has that poisons on all. He also has the decreased defense. And Draco, of course, his A1, if it hits hard and kills the enemy, it transfers over to another opponent. Alright, so we're just finishing up the second wave right here. Yeah. So for the boss fight, what we're looking for from Ninja is his A1 decrease defense. So of course that is consistent value to of course get that rolling to make the fight a lot faster. His A2 would be excellent for boss fights, of course, because of the 3-hit HP burn, and his and of course those HP burns would be activated instantly. And of course his A3, which ignores 50% of the target's defense. Alright, so yeah, he did his A2 there, which is a 3-hitter HP burn, so that's excellent. Let's see if we can manual him during his turn. Alright, so his other skills are on cooldown. His A1 deals 47,000, and we'll see if the fight goes on for a much for a few turns if his passive kicks in. But the weird thing about his passive is that it requires that we hit with all of his skills, so that might take a while because his A2 and A3 are still on cooldown. Alright, so let's see if we can get his other skills. Alright, so one more turn. Hopefully the dragon does not die before we get a turn. Okay, let's test out his A3. Ignore 50% of defense. He did 52,000. Not bad. I expected more. Alright. And that one did 20s and 19. And of course, we don't have the decreased defense on him because Draco and Tomb Lord put too many poisons. But yeah, he does decent damage. As you can see here, he did 2 million. similar to what Draco did. So yeah, not bad. Alright, so that is it for today's video. I just wanted to show you guys how Ninja would do in a free-to-play account with limited gear and not booked. He does okay, and my Draco here is fully booked, fully ascended with full mastery. So yeah, so when Ninja has all of those, I think he'll do well in the dragon, probably do well in the clan boss as well. But for an end game account, I don't know if he will get much playtime as opposed to a new account. So if you're just a few months in, I think Ninja would be excellent for your account. But if you've been playing for a year or more, and depending on what champions you have, he might not be the best one for you. But yeah, that is this video is just to show what he looks like in a 2-week account versus a 2-month account. So I mean a 2-year account. I hope you found that useful. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you have a question, please leave them in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.